Hey guys, this is Malavar TC1. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Let's go through Chapter 3, Part 2, continuing onward, going through the Dragon's Tower Gate. And there's a gold chest here, so we're probably going to get some kind of nice item. I don't know, maybe even something like an elixir or some skill seeds, something like that. We don't know. I'm just going to talk a little bit about today. The upcoming year, right? There's going to be a lot of changes in my life and in everything that's going around and just everything that's happening in my life. There's going to be a lot of changes. Some of those changes may affect my channel, my YouTube channel. So, I'm just putting this out there right away, especially with the upcoming events for this game and other games that have to do with some of those changes. I want to make a resolution this new year to save a little bit of money on video games. Video games have been very tiresome in my wallet and my expenses. They have been something that has been a drain and or something that is unnecessary. Now, that's not to say I won't stop playing video games. I'm going to keep playing video games. I'm going to keep playing these mobile games. But I have a lot of videos on my channel, and you can see for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius or for Mobius Final Fantasy, a lot of whaleness going on. And if you know what whales are, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've done it more or less to show off the things that were happening in the game, or the drop rates, or etc., etc. And the thing is, the return of those videos that I do has not been as dramatic as I'd like. And I'm not talking about return as in, like, people viewing. I don't mind that. I'm talking about the returns of the actual money I'm putting into the game to see whatever drop it is that I want to happen and or what I expect from the future of the game. And I've done this multiple times to give it enough of a go and support a game that I like. And that's not to say I won't do future pulls, but I'm not going to be doing it as much or as many times. Because I've noticed that every time that a community such as Final Fantasy Brave Exvius or Final Fantasy Record Keeper sees these outpourings of whales, such as myself, that it gets harder and harder for us to enjoy the game and make it a relatable experience for people that view my channel and or other things that I do. So it's necessary that I kind of cut back because I want to see a closer relationship with my viewers and be able to still show off particular things. With that being said, the upcoming Warrior of Light costume / job may not be worth it. And I'm putting this out there and not saying that I don't have the money to do it, because I do. I don't know if I want to do it, because Square Enix has given us as players this really hard, this wall on this hard place, because they do in the JP, and they've stated this multiple times, JP and Global are different, which I'm totally fine with. But they put between a rock and a hard place to make it so it's a necessary purchase and not equal footing with free-to-play players. Obviously, there's pay to play and there's pay to win. Now, this has become what used to be a pay to win game, which is fine in the mobile market. Pay to win is a necessary model for people, for them to get their income. But what it has become is a pay-to-play, which would be a subscription-style game. Now, a subscription of $75 a month is ridiculous. Nobody in their right mind would pay a $75 fee for a game like Warcraft or another MMO if it was a $75 subscription fee. Nobody in their right mind would do that, because that's a pay-to-play. And they're like, no, that's way too much for a game. Obviously, if it was a game of extreme caliber, like they came out with a new expansion to the game every month, that would be something that I would see worth it. But this game, Mobius Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which isn't quite there yet, but Mobius Final Fantasy, It's a very extremely repetitive game with very little cutscenes that differ. I love the game to death. Don't get me wrong. I'm not crapping on it. It's a great, fun game to pass time and to enjoy a bit of a storyline. But they are going above and beyond what is necessary for the game and a community to enjoy the game. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to keep doing these videos. And there may be times where I, do the rare drops or do the legendary drops if it's necessary, if it's something that I feel would be good for the future of my gameplay and or for people that are watching. But for example, the Warrior of Light, I was looking into it, isn't that different from what's already available. It's mainly a $75 skin, which is really unfair that they would put something like that. Oh, I don't know what that. I'm gonna ignore that. It's mainly just a $75 skin, and yeah, you get the magicite with it, which you can use for other things, but that's if that happens every month, which the last time around was yeah, I guess I could pay the elixir. The last time around was just Titus last month. It wasn't even that long ago, and I was thinking, okay, they do it this once for maybe a special. Why are they? Whoever, stop messaging me. Okay, whatever they say. Like, the thing is, for this sort of mechanic, for this pay every month $75 is ridiculous. And oh, boo-hoo, he's crying. I'm not crying. Like, I'm just saying, as somebody who's a whale, who's put money into this game and other games, it's something that they won't be getting as much from me, or if any, in the future. It's unfortunate. Other people can. If you do, you do. I mean, because that keeps them in business and keeps their pockets fuller than they need to be. And it gives us, hopefully, a longer prospect of this game going on. In my mind, though, what I foresee is more people will be like what I'm expecting, which I've seen in other games past, which is unfortunate. When they go down this kind of path, people don't want to drop that kind of money. Obviously, there'll be the ones that do, but it won't be as much as if they keep it like a legendary job at like $20 or something, right? Something reasonable. This is just way out of that league, and it will really hurt their game. I mean, okay, it was once last month, and I see that being just fine for them, but if they're going to turn over this every month from here on out, it's just going to hurt the market for this game. And their projection, I'm sure, in their marketing team is like, oh, they did it once, they'll just keep doing it. You know, people did it just this once because they thought that maybe it would help relieve it from being like that the next month. But they don't understand how marketing works, and that it will continue to do this every month hence. Unfortunate. But it was like one of those rare skins, right? The thing is, Titus was popular. Warrior of Light is great, and I love Final Fantasy 1. And I love Dissidia. But he's not as popular as a character. And so they won't get that return that they're looking for. That's just my look at it. You could take it or leave it. I mean, if you agree, awesome. You know, if you don't, awesome. It's all good. I hope you just like the video for the fact that I express my outlook on it, and maybe it can help you think about your own outlook. And it will help you to determine maybe a better idea in your mind if it's worth going for or not. And I'm really just trying to help you out as a player, as a person, to understand the way that Mobius Final Fantasy is going, and to not be shocked if things get worse for prices and or draws from here on out. Looks like there's a cutscene here. Why? Why'd they have to do it? What's going on? Where's everyone? It's too expensive. No, I'm just kidding. Most of them are gone. We were supposed to be reserves. We never trained for a stand-up fight. But Chaos's minions came for us. And they fought. They all fought. Even those who had given up the sword. Oh, how they fought. Why didn't they run? I sounded the retreat, but no one listened. The only one left. I'm the only one left. I should have died with them. What a leader I am. Huh. You did all you could do. Don't blame yourself for this. I could say the same to you. Look at you. You look like you blame yourself for all the ails of the world. Don't get yourself killed, okay? Remember, there's no shame in running when you need to. All of them died. Okay, we'll stop right there. This has been Malvar TC1. I hope you guys just are able to look at this in a new light if you haven't looked at it in that type of light before. And or, you know, the future of the mobile industry for these games especially. And if you're getting sick of what this game is doing, but you still like Square Enix and you still like, you know, a Mobius Final Fantasy style fight gaming, I'm also doing Star Ocean and Nemesis. I'm doing a few videos for that. It's a good game to check out, take a look at. This has been Malvar TC1. Thanks.